if you are praying for somebody and there's no actions behind your prayer doesn't have a miracle that's feeding 5,000 people, then it's possible that your faith itself is dead. Now, a lot of people have various opinions about the rich or other public figures, but I'm going to use Michael Jackson as an example. Michael Jackson was extremely rich, and his wealth fed a lot of people. Now, some people might walk around feeling like, well, what if he didn't go to church enough, or he didn't do such and such. You might be going to church every Sunday and praying right often, but have you fed as many people as Michael Jackson has?
That's right.
You might need to think about that, about what your faith is. So,
as a matter of fact, I think he had a foundation will feed the children.
Yes, and the Heal the World Foundation. It was a lot of stuff. So now that we understand that it's not so much about praying or talking about the stuff, but what you can do. And wealth can produce the stuff that people need. And the whole importance is not to hoard the wealth. So how do you accumulate wealth? What do you do? It's a lot to it, but the first is to account for every penny. And we are quick, because we live in the digital age, we have our debit cards, and we just swipe stuff, and then the money's gone. You might get an email receipt that you glance at, or a text that you've glanced at, but you're not really accounting for it, because what you have to do is build a spreadsheet and actually write down, this is how much money I make, and then categorize how you're spending your money. You need to know how much you're spending on food, how much you're spending on your vehicle, or other stuff.
Do you think that they should put this budgeting stuff in schools?
They really should, yes.
They should teach the kids, even the younger children, how to budget their money. That's probably one of the first things they need to do, because math is important. Right.
Math builds into STEM fields, which are really crucial. And a lot of times they want to introduce basketball programs and different athletic stuff, or having kids go to the rec center, and that's all right. But like, if you want to have an after-school program that's really going to benefit people, unless you're going to be a professional basketball player, it's not going to help. But if you teach kids how to balance their checkbook, then that's something every kid can use, whether you were born 5'3", or maybe if you do become a professional basketball player, you still need to know how to do that, because a lot of these athletes end up broke.
That's so true. Because I learned, I had a financial class when I was in high school, and they just taught us how to use checkbooks. But now that they have cards, how are they teaching the kids to use the card? Because anybody can steal your identity also from the card. Because nowadays, they don't ask for no ID.
Yeah, they don't.
I mean, go to Walmart. They don't ask for no ID. They basically tell you to swipe. Or if you have one of those things on your card, they'll tell you to insert the card.
Right, and they're depending on that, because when you're in the moment and you're just doing an estimation in your mind, you're always going to underestimate how much you're spending. But when you write it down,
they've got to write it down.
It's in you.
Right.